welcome to Playhouse 19, the DVD. You know, when you're a singer-songwriter, your most recent song is always your most cherished, the one you love the most. It's like having a new child in the house. And when I was putting together the list of songs for this DVD, I decided instead of going with what I wanted, I would go with the ones that you people always liked when you came to see the shows. I can't tell you, every time I would come up with another title, oh, let's put this on. You know, eventually there's only so much room that you can do. So here are a selection of songs that you all seem to like. It's very flattering, you know, for a songwriter when people like his words and music. So here's Laura with the beginning of the show.
Since Wednesday. This has been so much fun, and now we really still get to do the cool part. So, welcome. My name is Laura, and I'm the proud producer of tonight's show, and I want to welcome you to Wizard World. For those of you who are new here, it's not just a place, it's a state of mind, it's a way of life that's based on loving and caring and giving, truly giving to your fellow man, and it's a wonderful place to be. And it says on the wall behind me, you probably can't see it, but give the world your best, and the best will come back to you. And that is the truth, and that's what I've learned from this environment. The best does come back to you. So everybody has their wands, right? Yeah! All right, that looks so cool. It does. Now, we encourage you to use them through the show, but I see you spinning them, so you know they get a great reach. Watch out for the people beside you, they're hard plastic. And the people in front of you, and Tina, the people behind you. That's Miss Wizette in the front row, everybody.
I grew up in a time when music was about everything but the lyrics. It was about the show, or the lights, or the smoke, or the costume changes, or how many people were on stage, or the rhythm, or the beat. You know, my father was very frustrated with that pounding that came from my room all the time. So as I flipped through the Wiz's CD, I know you guys probably, a lot of you have CDs given to you by the Wiz. Well, I got one too, my first one, and I flipped through it. And I was waiting to hear a beat, or a rhythm, or something flashy that caught my attention, and I didn't. And so, really out of friendship, and knowing that I'd probably run into him again, I kept listening. And I realized that was the key. I hadn't been listening to the words. So I listened. And my first song, my first favorite song, by the way, is Sunshine Down the Line, that you're going to hear tonight. It emerged. So I kept listening. And I now have a lot of favorite Wiz songs. And to this day, Sunshine Down the Line is not only my favorite Wiz song, it's what Tina calls them, it's my favorite song. So I have a lot of favorites, and you're going to get to hear a lot of them tonight. He has a collection of over 200 songs, and it was a lot of fun to get to go through them and pick out the list for tonight. Now, the songs that we chose for tonight, excuse me, thanks, all right. The songs for tonight are a mix between songs on the 12-string guitar that he'll play for you and pre-recorded tracks. Now, personally, I like the guitar better. It's more of a Wiz performance. It's more personal, and we go up when he goes up and we go down when he goes down. They're never the same twice, but he likes the tracks. The first one is just the simplicity. Tonight's show is about words and music. There will be an underlying theme as he goes along, kind of describing to you how a song is born, or where he got his inspiration, or maybe just where he was when he wrote it. Now, the second reason is because of its description. It's words and music by the Wiz. The show is composed of all original music, as all of his shows are. He's been a singer and songwriter for over 40 years. 40 years is a really long time to somebody like me. Thank you. Now, anyway, it's really amazing to me to think that, you know, some of the songs you're going to hear tonight were being performed on the streets of New York over 10 years before I was born. Now, I pick on him a lot about his age. It's an easy button to push, but that's not why I bring it up. I make the point because even though the songs are so much older than I am, They still have meaning to me.
Well, it's really nice for you to all come. For those of you who were here last time, I'm going to try not to knock the guitar out of tune right away. A lot of luck. And I'd like to also say, if I might, that it's, you know, it's really flattering that you people are here. I don't really know what to say. They said they ran out of wands. I'm sorry about that. And I'll try. Okay, now, for those of you who got in new to this, I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm going to try and sing and play some of the songs, and we'll take this trip together. It seems like a good place to begin. Is she here?
Yeah.
Okay, this is for you. I used to have, well, those of you that believe know I still have the greatest mother that ever lived. Okay, her sister's here tonight. Okay. This is a song I used to sing to these ladies 1,000 years ago. It tells you what my songs are about, and the song is called Truth and Things. I gotta finish my record. Excuse me. And every mother in the audience. A tree is growing in the woods. A home is being built for someone. And when a child's being good, you can bet it's done for someone. And of the I say, of truth and things, the sun comes out to greet the spring, and life begins anew again. A brand new mother greets her child, and the world stands up upon its head. And ugly I say, of truth and things. A child lives, and the star is shining. The someone's learned, and now someone is crying. A whistling wind sounds like angels. It calls to someone, maybe me. A teardrop falls and floods the room. A single raindrop floods the sea. And of the I say, of truth and things. For those of you who have been kind enough to come here before, we're going to do some new songs. For those of you who are here for the first time, probably most of them will seem new. Now, I'm a songwriter, I'm not a musician. I have great friends that I know and they can really play. I just do the best I can, enough to write the song. That's what I try to do. Some of these songs are 30 and 38 years, you know, I mean, they're old. And, you know, it's like,
life asking me questions. She took me by my hand and said, if the world saw you today, what would your message be? My son, what would you say? Well, I told her I wouldn't change the world, but if they could only be a little bit happy. She took me further down and she showed me all the times a man had hurt another man by killing him with lies. But I told her I wouldn't blame the world if they could only be a little bit happy. They might walk upon that silver cloud and see the angels high above the ground, and know that love is such a lovely sound. She took me further down and she showed me the first time in my life I had shed a tear for those no longer in my life. But I showed her I wouldn't feel so bad, for the world shouldn't be any less happy. They should walk upon that silver cloud and see the rainbow spring forth from the ground, and see that love is such a mighty sound. She brought me finally down, but I told her I must go. I'd really like to stay and lay with you, but I feel I'd better go. So I told her, baby, don't feel so bad, I just got to go see that everyone's happy. Oh, yes, you know, I've got to go. I've got to go away to live today. You know I've got to go downtown. See, I got the list, see, so. Isn't that? See, when I was 22, I used to have the list here on the guitar. I could have a couple of words. Boy, I know exactly what the hell I'm doing. I'm 59 years old. I have to walk over there with a cane. But, now, I have to say something. There's all just adults here, right? Okay, listen. I want to say, because this we got to get serious just for a second. Men, I guess that's not politically correct anymore. Okay. Men and women, those that have the most peace in their life, I have found through a very harrowing realization. Those that have the most happiness have accepted the fact that they are not going to know, in the biblical sense, every other person they want to. Okay. Am I getting through? Okay, can I talk about it? Once they accept that they are not going to know, and as a boy, as a young man, accepting the reality that I was not going to know every beautiful girl I was ever going to meet. Can you imagine the crisis that was? I mean, serious, I had really repercussions, you know? I mean, it took a long time. Now, but you know what goes with that? Accepting the fact that you're not going to go every place you want. And then the next one is accepting the fact that you're not going to do everything you want, okay? Wow, look at that, the big three, you know? But you know something? Life can still be pretty wonderful. So, I'm on 23rd Street, and we're doing a television show, and we have the credit card for the cameras, and the money that we borrowed to make the show. And we're going to go around the city. I did this with Bill Porter. We're going to go around New York City, and we're going to shoot the different windows. It's Christmas time. But in television land, you can't use 2 cameras unless they match. We called the engineer. He couldn't get them to match. And the problem was, you see, we still had the credit card, and we still had the money. And the problem was, what were we going to do with those 2 things? And I'm not the spendthrift I've learned to become. So we went down, we hailed the cab, and we went to Walt Disney World. And on that trip, that's kind of irrelevant to the song. The song is called No Free Transfer. But the point was, it was on that trip that I learned that you don't know everybody you meet. You're not going to meet everybody you want to. You're not going to travel to every place you want. But it's okay. Starlight still reflecting down the boundaries of my mind, with their calling and their daring me, like mountains yet to climb. And as the sea goes so, so softly, that she's taking me away, there are many places I may never roam. There are many faces I never know. We're traveling through an unknown night where nothing's the same. Oh, when my friendship and my Disney dreams are my only claim to fame. But wait, she's coming close beside me, a gentle gypsy in the night. Teeny places I have never ever known. Our feelings I have never ever shown. We were laughing in the night. We held hands so tight. We were laughing and dancing and bold. Well, still I stand reflecting down the boundaries of my mind. These borders who have grown to capture all the passing time. But there are many places I never roam. There are many faces I've never known. We were laughing in the night. We held hands so tight. We were dancing and laughing and bold. And thunderstruck and magic took control. I call to you for comfort when the children move away. Well, I might stammer when I try to speak. I might stumble when I say they'll know no man is a wise man if he does not need his friends. So remember, children, with every place you roam, you're never really very far from home.
Stumble Under is a song that talks about not giving in to suicide. You know, you never know what's going to come in life. You can never be sure. So it's really, really important to stand firm, to find a way, whether it's through prayer or friendship or whatever. It's very, very, very important to not throw your life away, this wonderful gift that you've been given. So here's a song about it. Whether we ever meet or not, the most important thing I can tell you is never stumble under.
Actually, it's caffeine-free diet. You with me, right? Okay. This right here, this is 8th Street, all right? And over across the way is the Dorian Wedding Ring store, and Costos, and Versailles. Versailles was a patisserie place. You know, they made cakes. And there was four buildings. I mean, 4 stores. You could buy the wedding ring. You could send out the cards. You could get the cake and the flowers. You were done. 4 buildings. Okay, you could walk that far. And so, well, here we go, kids. Now, let me tell you one little, just really quick. I had an arranger back in this place. No, I'm not going to tell you his name because of what I'm going to say. But I had an arranger, and he says to me, you know, anybody else, if they was writing a song about this street, there would be like some metaphors, there'd be like some stuff, you know. You just look out the window and you write what you see. Well, you want to know something 35 years later? Watch what that's like. Now here I am, I'm sitting in the window, and with the exception of when we used to block up the traffic, we got along really well with the police. I was a block watcher. That should really scare you. Okay, so I'm sitting in the window, and this is what I saw. And there's a little bit of truth in here for everybody. You'll have to decide which one is you. Dorian speaks to the people about getting married. And the village card shop will tell all their friends. and Versailles will make up a cake for the party. And car stoves will make up the flowers again. Well, down from my window I can go dreaming. The record store window shows me jackets I've never seen before. And off to my left, Marlboro shows me adventure. With people and places right inside the door. But the windows here on Main Street, well, they're very, very true. And you know that they will not lie for even you. Oh, now what will you do? Now this really happened. The Arrow shirt store, it did a much better business by moonlight. Yeah, but watch where we're going. But they bought through the windows and not through the door. But you know, the Arrow people, they got the message. They got those big iron gates installed. And the couples I see, well, they're not like the old ones. You know, the kind that used to have a boy and a girl. For the couples on 8th Street don't like to be mixing. And boys are boys, and girls are girls. But the windows here on Main Street, well, they're very, very true. And you know that they will not lie for even you. Oh, now what will you do? Businessmen stand on the corners selling vacations. Is there anywhere special, friend, you'd like to go? We can take you all the way around the world for a nickel and deliver you right back to your door. And on Saturday evening, the streets get so crowded with the people that are so very strange to see. And on Sunday morning they all go home to the suburbs. And they don't leave us nothing but the fucking debris. I see out my window. the people that live here and just want to be free. But they can't buy in the stores, for they don't have the money. But Lord, let them stay here to keep the streets free. And my windows here on 8th Street, well, they're very, very true. And you know that they will not lie, or even you. Oh, now what will you do? Oh, now what will you do? Oh, 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 sorry about the bad words, you know, I've been singing it for a long time. The G version does not have that. Oh man! Oh, this is good because I like this next song. All right. Now listen. I used to play Butcher. You guys just saw me. When I played in the cafe a while, and I told you, 18, 19 millionaire, retired at 25, most of it. Okay, so that's the head I was in. And then I was playing in the cafe one. A couple years later, playing in the cafe one. A couple years after, I was playing at Gaslight. I moved across the street, 4 years later. Now instead of on this corner, I'm over here. It was really progress. Well, I'm a songwriter, and I care about my words, okay? The fact that you people are here tonight, there's no way I could ever repay you, okay? But that's what I cared about. And I'm in Greenwich Village now 4 years. I'm living in the Broadway Central, and the stories I could tell you about that, but we won't go there. But the fact is, here I am in Greenwich Village. And I'm saying, yo, Marty, I need a lime Ricky out on table number 4. And I'm up here singing my heart out there. Yo, and well, that didn't work for me, okay? And after a while, I was city-fied and nervous. Breathing in killer air, stumbling over the cracks in the street traveling, but I don't know where. And so I ask myself a question. I say, son, do you know the way? Well, the answer's yeah. I'm only city-fied and nervous when I'm going nowhere. So here I stand singing my song to one more bunch of people. But do you know my name? And late at night when you come home and you're all wet, did you even realize it rained? So if you have not tried to find a way to help your fellow man, well, don't break my heart, please. I'm already city-fied and nervous, and that's no way to be. Well, every time I sing a song, Someone's always sitting over there telling us just what we can all do to get along. But if he's so damn sure that he's got a way, why don't he just shut up? You know we'll get along if I can just sing my song, 'cause I'm only city-fied and loose. When I have to go alone, so here I stand singing these songs to one more bunch of people. But do you know my name? And late at night when you come home and you're soaking wet, did you realize it rained? So please do not try to tell me that you died before your time is gone. And don't cry to me, mister, that you don't have a son, 'cause I'm already city-fied and nervous, and it's only just begun. I'm city-fied and nervous, and the whole thing's just begun.
You see my age? You know what I mean? Every kid, you know, when have you gotten up? Look at
Everybody else got a wireless one. I still got one with a cord.
I mean, it's scary. You could get killed up here, you know.
Now, everybody, now, dig this. You see all these people in this room here? And you want to know something? And you don't even know each other, but you all experienced what I'm about to sing about. Every single one of you. Every single one. You want to know why? Because we are human beings. And at one time or another, every single solitary one of us has walked out of the room, a room, hoping, praying, desperately needing someone to care enough to come get us and bring us back. Okay, we all been there. This is a song I wrote. I was practicing in Greenwich Village in these days. It's called Elegy for a Friend. And I wait for the limousine that never comes, and I pray on the star that turns to rum, and I find myself becoming unreal because of what I know I must feel. But people can't stare at what they don't see, and when they're looking, they never see me. Someone has come to lead me back home, and inside my heart I'm so glad it was shown. This lonely friend who helped me today, he brought tears to my eyes with a feeling that stayed. But people can't stand long-distance friend. And the feeling she's given me, I know won't end. Well, those people can't stare at what they don't see, and when they're looking, they never see me. I wait for the limousine. Heading over empty streets and checking out the forgotten beats of policemen who really tried to care. Looking out for each new soul and hoping I might find some more new people who might realize they care. And then some more new members will go out into the world and shine on for the rest of us to see. And as they face tomorrow, smile, and you and I can learn just how nice the world can really be. So many times I sing and dance and smile as the people pass away to find a life here for themselves. And hoping as they hear me play, they go along their silent way, their hearts will be rewarded clean and well. And some may come back here to help me on my floating wave and throw some change, a bill or two or three. And some will go out on their own and lend a helping hand. So help them just the way that you helped me. Before you'll see them on the corners of the streets throughout the land, and you'll find them in the parks and in the slums, and you'll thank them in 100 ways, and in 100 years, well, you'll thank the Lord they never picked up guns.
Okay, now, those of you that
I had a really challenging experience a little while ago, and I was in a play called The Gingerbread Lady, and I had to play an unemployed, unsuccessful songwriter from New York. It's a real stretch, you know. This is one of them songs I did, and I'll tell you something too. This song is as true as the day I wrote it, because I still don't know where the hell I'm going. Don't know where I'm going, I only know I'm free. I'm leaving today now, and I'll be on my way now, so keep your eyes open for me. Well, I may not know all about living, and I may not know all about life. I may not be smart, but I may find my heart if it takes me the rest of my days. For the one thing that I hope to find in this world, I can't find standing here. A love in all parts just the same as my own, and lasting for many years. So yes, I'll be leaving tomorrow. Around another corner I'll turn. But don't worry, friends, you know life won't end, and the places I settle won't burn. So I may not know all about living, and I may not know all about life, but in 23 years I'll have 50 new lives. this song will take hours to sing. I moved to New York City. I got married about 1,000,000 times, but I finally found a wife, and for the rest of my life things seem to be working out fine. When and you guys, some of you probably went through this. When I was a young person, about 17, 18, 19 years old, I lived in, I guess I was in the city right away, but before I went to the city, I was in Glen Cove, and the Beatles came out, and that's why I'm going to do this next song, but I'm going to tell you why first. Well, I grew my hair long, like the Beatles. I was in a band, and Glen Cove, the quiet little suburb of, was not quite prepared for this eventuality, okay, this long hair. And we had a conflict, you see, the school and I. And, well, you see, they wouldn't let me graduate on the platform unless I cut my hair. Now, I was playing in a band. Okay, I went to, I told my mom. I said, you know, Mom, hey. She didn't care. You don't have to cut your hair. She tried to talk to them. They didn't want to hear. Then so the principal says to me, he says, well, you know, if you don't cut your hair, you ain't going to be able to graduate on that stage. I've been on stage every damn day of the week. It didn't matter to me, you know. It's just another one, you know. I have to wear that gown, you know. So, we ain't going there, okay. So the short version is, he said, well, you know, if you don't cut your hair, you're going to have to come here the next day and you'll get your diploma. He said, great, you know, it's okay with me. I wasn't happy. But the point that I'm trying to make is, in those days, if you had your hair long, you were commie, faggot, hippie, pinko. That's what you were. And it didn't matter whether you were or not. Your hair was long. You're one of them. Do you know what I mean? That great line Jack Nicholson has in Easy Rider, you know, and he says, you know, well, people are all for change except when they see it and then they get scared. Okay? So here I am, communist, faggot, hippie, pinko, all that stuff, because I had long hair. I said, no way. I don't want to just have people look at me and decide what the hell I am. So I took a novel approach. Enter the Wizard.
Now, I don't know if you can see that picture. This is a cloak, arms, you know, hat. Now, let me tell you something. You put that stuff on,
and you walk around the streets of New York City. There may be 8 million people there, but they're all on the other side of the street. Because they're not sure. You know what I mean? Because you might be catchy or something, you know.
And here I am, the gray wizard of mine. I'm cruising down the street. Now, Legolas used to, God, where's Legolas? He's in Key Largo. Next time any of you go down to Key Largo, if you go find Legolas, you could please tell him, give me a call. He's up there in the picture. That's Legolas walking away from the camera. Legolas is Gary in Elden, all right? But I digress. Back to the matter is, here we are. No, the point I was going to tell you was, I said, Leg, you know, what's going on? He says, the reason people cross the streets is because you open that door and you come out with 4 German Shepherds. Well, I had to, yeah, I did, you know, we didn't use, you know, I used to cross the street, I'd walk to the street and go, boom, the dogs would cross. It was really, really good. Now, so I put that stuff on to force people to decide what I was. Now, I'm not going to suggest to you that they came up with a different answer, you know? And God, hey, think about what they really came up with, you know, that's really frightening. But the idea was, they had to decide. They couldn't just say, he is, ... You know? And even if they said I was a nutcase, I could care less. They decided I was a nutcase. They just didn't call me one. Now, but it matters. You see, people just, you know, if they think you're a jerk, you know, that's one thing, you know, but if they have to decide you're a jerk. Okay? Now, where am I going with all this? I'm going this, and those of you that have suffered through this before, understand that you notice I haven't had to tune the guitar a lot. And the reason is because I haven't been picking it up and putting it down. So the Wizard's going to stay on the little stick. And if we go next door, and if it's important, I'll put it on there, okay? But for right now, I'm in tune, you know? I mean, we want to stay in tune, okay? But
we can still go there with an Elven song. When I became the Wizard in 1970, I was reading the books, The Lord of the Rings. I don't need to talk a lot, but I just want you to have a little bit of background. So I read the Lord of the Rings, and in 1972, it wasn't like now, big movies and all that stuff, you know. It was for people who read. You know, what a concept, you know what I mean? It was like, wow, you read? Oh, yeah, see? You know. So anyway, what did I like about Gandalf the Grey? He survived all the books. That was my criteria. He was in the first book, he was in the last book, he was still alive. My guy, okay. So, I know it sounds a little bit base, but now, bottom line is this. What happened was, so all of my people that I knew, they all got Elven names. Richard Kessler, the artist, became Bjorn. His wife, Evelyn, became Eowyn, and Arwen, and Galadriel, and Strider. Down from the Shire and Harlington Hills, over the Brandywine Bridge, further past Bree, down the Great East Road, and over the very last bridge, stopping at Rivendell, and then heading out misty mountain trail. The Grey Wizard let me reflect on the many fine times we walked around, Strider and I, talking of the things that would happen to us. But oh, how the time seemed to fly. Fanghorn Woods, Legolas, Arwen and I, how the memories grow. But the Grey Wizard am I. Galadriel dear, are you listening? Elven lady, can you hear that so deep into Mordor? Sometimes I have gone, seeing what evil can do, fighting the demons by playing their games and losing some years of growth too. But I leave for Sauron this message with you, and for all evil too, the Grey Wizard I. Now, you don't know this. I'm going to share something with you. And listen, there's no way I can possibly thank Doc, Diane, Fudge, and all the people that come time and time again. I am a songwriter. You don't want me to stand up here and cry, okay? Without you people, I'm telling you, without you people that come and like my music, I am empty. I am a nothing without you people. Because we do not celebrate the devil here, this is kind of a song of warning. Because you see, once upon a time, the devil dressed in red, he frightened little children with horns upon his head, and often in the evening he'd scare off everything. He used to know that he was wrong, a devil and not a king, but now he rides in a big black limousine, and he sometimes dresses white tonight.
to be a serpent and such. He didn't used to be people you know, people you could touch. So watch out now, my children, the man plays a different game. For this time he wants to win, and that would be a shame, because now he rides in a big black limousine, and he sometimes dresses white to not be seen. So you better look real closely now at all the things you see, 'cause the devil used to be, the devil used to be, he used to be so different, but now he can't be seen. Seems right. Well, you know, walking down on Main Street where the music never plays, I've searched to find the key of gold to ease my pain, but the angels tried to warn me. Do I heed their cry and try to get to heaven on time? But with trouble all around me, I fall deeper into night, searching for that key of gold I'm told will make it right. But it looms its head before me with an awesome chain of gold, and I see it so hard and cold. So what did I know of love before you came my way? Well, I was just a lonely boy who was lost and afraid. But with sunshine on my shoulder, it's not hard to leave alive. There's treasure all around me when I hear the music ride, and the choir softly lifts us to a higher plane of life, trying to get to heaven on time. What did I know of love before you came my way? I was just a lonely boy who was lost and afraid. So all that gold remains there for the fools who seek its charm, the pirates and the gambling man. For me, I'm moving on, 'cause I found a better reason and a place where love is fine, trying to get to heaven on time, trying to get to heaven on time, trying to get to heaven on time.
This next song has a bit of a spiritual overtone. Oh my goodness. Call the brain police, okay? But it's called Old Town Church, and really, there's a very funny story. Let me just share with you for a second. When I was younger, the Salvation Army, which I did not know was a religion at the time, wife number one is, that's for the other room, okay? But, so anyway, so I was with the Salvation Army, and they would send me around the country to sing songs for their young people to encourage them not to run away to Greenwich Village and have a great time. Yeah, see, and you know exactly what happened, you know what I mean? They sent me out, the kids were going, it was, you know, what could I do? But, you know, but one of the places I went and played was this nice church, and this was actually close, this was in Northport, that's in Long Island, for those of you that are recently removed. But the song is called Old Town Church, and there's a chance that I'll get it right. But I do it for Tink because she likes it. Old Town Church is so very real to me, a place where my heart lies, and the place where my spirit lies with thee.
Lift up my eyes so I might see thee. Lift up my mind so I might know thee and the way. Friend that I long to be close to whenever I feel the need for thee. People to be with, to cry with, to need with, to live with and fly with thee. Old Town Church is so very real to me. A place where my heart flies, and the place where my spirit lies with thee. Christ the King, His kingdom mine to hold. Throughout the countless spans of time, I know that my life is mine with thee. Friends that I long to be close to whenever I feel the need for thee. People to be with, to cry with, and need with, and to live with and fly with thee. Old Town Church, come to me now.
Now, see, can I show him? I'm going to show him. Can I show him? Listen, I have been with the Lord my whole life, since I was a very, very young kid, sitting there talking to Carl Fink on the corner, on the curb. Okay, think about going through that. Okay, Carl Fink, poor guy, nice kid. You know his name and all that. But ever since I was a young kid, I've been with the Lord. I've been blessed beyond belief. But I'm still an artist, so I still go up and down. And not just once in a while, just up and down. I mean, anytime, you know. Now, it gets better with time as time goes on. But I found out that after a while, whether I was up or down, in addition to the Lord, I had this. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. You know what that is? That's a pocket full of dreams. And it's something that I always had. And I wrote this song 35, be good at that, 35, 40 years ago. Okay? And the only thing that's changed, word-wise, was the age of when I wrote it. Used to be 22.
I started in this life 59 years ago. All I had was a heart and a mind and a soul, but all I wanted was you. I thought about money, I looked for the things it might buy. I sought for fame and the little girl's eyes, but all I wanted was you. Beautiful, beautiful you. Don't I know now that I'll find a way to cast this pocket full of dreams away and not live for the coming day. I picked myself up. I've gotta stand tall like a man for people that need to find out that they can. But all I wanted was you. I see my life now with a bit more realistic eyes. The things that I see now are finally inside. But all I wanted was you. Beautiful, beautiful you.
Lots of holes, huh?
Legolas, where the hell is the guy? He used to play a great 12-string guitar, and he used to fill, and he used to and do all that stuff.
There's a song called Still I'm Bound to Ramble.
It seems sometimes as I ramble on to the places I will go, that at one point of my life I was young, and at one point I'll grow old, but still I'm bound to ramble, that I know. Across the open fields my feet will go, until the bones inside refuse to grow. Around the next new corner I will go. Don't wanna miss all the many things I might see. I don't wanna let them all get away. I'd like to save my thoughts for some late date and time, and take a look at what they say. But still I'm bound to ramble, that I know. Across the open fields my feet will go, until the bones inside refuse to grow. Around the next new corner I will go. Yes, yes, and around the next new corner I will go.
Talk about things just happen. Here I am, I'm minding my own business. When wife number 4 at the end of Long, see, I paid attention. And wife number 4, I'm at the end of Long Island. We're out there. This was before, huh? This was between 3 and 4, huh?
No, I know what number she is.
Okay, it's a joke. You're whining, and you want to know why the joke is. Now, my family, they didn't know this, and I didn't know it. But I did. So here I am. When my mom and dad passed away, I was going through this stuff as a son. That's what you're supposed to do. And I came upon this box of pictures. Okay, and we're going through the envelope, and here's one envelope. It says 1, 2, 3. What the hell does that mean? Yeah, see, you know. I didn't know. 1, 2, 3. I opened it up, right? Wife, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, one envelope.
Just like that. Out of my life.
She liked Tina. So once Tina was here, that was it. And Tina and I have been together for 23 years. Now, where am I going with all this? What song is this? So I'm at the end of Long Island, okay? And I'm out there, and I call my friend in New York City, Bill Porter, and I say, Bill, listen, we don't have enough money. We can't put out a record. We can't do anything. But you know what we could do? We could put it out on tape. Okay? Well, I could afford that, right? We could, pardon me, you know, we could play it ourselves, record it at Bill's house, put it on videotape, and release it. So we said, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put out the first video single in America. Whoa, this is really cool. So we did it, and sent out press releases, as you all want to do when you do something like this, and forgot about it, you know, and printed up a few, and we had them in the stores locally, and so we got, wow. All of a sudden, I swear to you as God is my witness, and if you go to Wizard TV, you can see this stuff. On one phone, I have Variety. On one phone, I got Billboard. They're both me. They come on, boom. You know what happened? Well, you see, Sony was going about to drop about a couple $1 million to promote video 45s. Now, we didn't know it. What's the headline? Indie beats Sony to the punch. We knew what the hell was going on. I mean, but it happened, okay? Now, why am I telling you all this? Because I've always loved my fellow man, and this song is called The Good You Find It, Man. And it is the first video. We were on the news, we were on MTV, we were every place. Boy, it was great for, you know, what was it, 15 minutes, whatever it was cool. But if I had a love song to sing, and my words could fall to earth like rain, floating on the meadow, on the shore, across the plains, well, it would be a love song I'd bring, floating on the edges of a dream, calling to the angels and the ages that have been, calling out life is a living thing. You feel it in your soul. You know love is a giving thing, existing on its own. Think of all those love songs you've heard, and see if you remember all the words. Maybe just a feeling that's revealing someone gone. What do you know about life? What do you know about life? What do you know about life, my friends? Have you never heard? You may not know the right words, but you can know all about life, my friends. You know that it's a living thing, and you feel it in your soul. You know life is a giving thing, existing on its own. So find yourself a love song and sing. Take it to the places you have been. Call out to the angels of the good you find in man. Call out to the angels of the good, the very good you find in man. Call out to the angels of the good you find in man. Okay. Sunshine down the line. Okay, now I do this for the crew because they like it, and I'm going to tell them. I'm telling them the truth. You see this list that I make? I walk out here and I'm cool. I got a list of songs I'm going to sing for you. Do you know how many people vet that list before I get to sing any song on that list? Now, if I got a song that I like, I can get it on. Okay, but I wouldn't want you to think that that's something that I come out here like a singer and I make that list up myself, because I have friends and they have favorites and they expect to hear them. Oh, now did you notice the case? Okay. Okay, when I used to play in Greenwich Village, this was, you know, you had to be loud because I'm in Washington Square Park. And that's where, don't know where I'm going. That was a good song. That was like a quarter song. You know, you got quarters for that. You know what I mean? You didn't really get dollars in those days. This was the 60s, you know what I mean? And you got quarters was a big deal. You get enough quarters, you ain't got $10. So this was one of those songs that we used to use, you know, to bring people around. Well, sometimes when the chips are down for people that you know, we'll try real hard to lift them up and try to let them know that there's sunshine down the line. The further down the road to go, the breeze is blowing fine. So just enjoy the fact that you're alive. Oh, sometimes when the people cry, try to let them see how the tears are shed to make you glad there's somewhere else to be. There's sunshine down the line. So just enjoy the fact that you're alive. And don't behave on cloudy days by running away. Hey, stand up and let your hair down and get it wet and chase the clouds away. So sometimes when the darkest night creeps into your day, we'll find a friend and hold them close and let love light you way. Oh, there's sunshine down the line. The further down the road to go, the breeze is blowing fine. So just enjoy the fact that you're alive. There's sunshine down the line. Now, there was a couple of you here last time, and I played a really dirty, rotten trick, I think. But I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I had this little tiny piece of a song done, and I just couldn't let you go without hearing that little piece of that song. And, well, it wasn't ready then. And sometimes songs take a long time. If any of you have ever seen me close my show with a lullaby, I wrote the first few lines and 30 years passed before I finished the song, you know? Really, it's true. So, anyway, so I was teasing you folks, and I was playing that song. I was doing that a little bit. It wasn't ready at the time, and I kept working on it, and I didn't like the word. And I go, we had so much trouble with one word in this song. It took a long time to get the word, you know, but it's ready now.
Woo woo.
Now, I don't know if it's going to come off the way it should, okay? If it does, it would be fun. I have walked the Arabian mountain. I have stood where the wise men have been. I've lived among angels in transit. I've traveled where few men have been. I have seen mountains crumble before me. I have watched as the waves clear the shore. But I turn to those angels in transit, and they help me to weather the storm. So walk while you wonder, which way shall you go? Is
learn about life while you're living, and you'll do all the things that you should.
Welcome to the bonus portion of Playhouse 19, the DVD. You know, I usually write about songs, things that have happened to me. This one, I always thought this should be a great Western. What a Western this could be. The song is called Saddle in the Sun, and I have to admit to you, my friends, that this did not happen to me. This is not a song that I wrote because I experienced it like so many others. But boy, I hope you like it. This is a beautiful song. This has been received really well.
I've traveled now for 16 years and still I am alone. It seems that I'm about the only friend I've ever known. But I'm riding in the saddle with the sun, and I'll be leaving here tomorrow when I'm done. I don't know why I let them come and take my little girl. I never left her lonely, 'cause to me she was my world. But the 16 years, they've traveled now and gone, and she's no longer in the spot I had my home. They told me now the time had come, she'd have to go to school, and living in this home without her ma just wasn't good. She was 5, she said that she'd return, but it took me 7 years to finally learn that she had been rewarded with the loan of parents in a rich New England home. So I sold my farm and I headed out to bring her back to me. But the road was hard and I lost most things. I drank up quite a sea. And then on the day when I finally did arrive, I saw that she was happy. So I lied, and I said I wasn't a good of her friends. And then I headed back out down the road again. So I've traveled now for 16 years and still I am alone. It seems that I'm about the only friend I've ever known. But I'm riding in the saddle with the sun, and I'll be leaving here tomorrow when I'm done. I'm riding in the saddle with the sun, and I'll be leaving here tomorrow when I'm done.
Welcome to Summer Love. These were performances from my most recent CD called Summer Love. You know, all my life when I was growing up, I wrote love songs to God. That's Don't ask me why. That's where they sounded like love songs, but they weren't to any particular girl. They were to God. And then late in my life, I got hit with this group of love songs, and they just turned out so nice, you know, from my point of view, that I thought I would put them out. So I put them out as Summer Love. So here they are. The first one is called Missing You. I thank Glenn Mack for all the accompaniment and stuff like that. And I must share with you that I live this one completely.
Little angel, come to me. I'm way out here and the world can't see me, standing in this parking lot and missing you. And everyone can clearly see I've lost control of leaving me. And standing here they all can tell I'm missing you. And missing you is not something I've ever done before, but it got much harder when you would move towards the door. When you're not here beside me, what am I waiting for? I'm missing you. Princess angel, come to me. I'm waiting here for you to see, and spread those angel wings for me. I'm missing you, and missing you's like something I've never done before. I used to watch to see your hand upon my door, 'cause you made me like the young man who's never loved before, just by missing you. So Princess angel, come to me and let them see it's really me. Your love is found and I'll never be again missing you, no longer missing you.
Maybelline, Max Factor, L'Oreal, Clairol, where are these people? I should be retired, living someplace in Florida. Here is a song called The Girl in You, and if it's not the perfect cosmetic 30-second spot, I don't know what it is. You know, see, if you don't have a business manager, you're destined to never be known. I feel like Picasso someday. I'm to cut off my ear. I'll be buried and someone will find these songs. And I know that Clairol or somebody is going to have a great campaign with The Girl in You.
The girl in you brings out the boy in me. Every time we walk down the street, arm in arm, the world can see the girl in you is with the boy in me. The girl in you and those things you do. The woman in you brings out the man in me, standing like a rock against the raging sea. The woman in you makes a man of me, but the girl in you brings out the boy in me. Baby, those things you do, they make my dreams come true. Like when the girl the boy in me. The lady in you is such a vision to see, floating and dancing so gracefully. It brings out the Fred Astaire in me, but the girl in you brings out the boy in me. Baby, the girl in you, and those things you do. My dreams came true when the girl in you fell for the boy in me. When the girl in you fell for the boy in me. The girl in you.
This next song gives you some insight into my heart too. It's called So Much More Than Gold. To me, love, friendship, compassion, those things are worth so much more than gold, so much more than money. If you build your life on love and affection, caring, sharing, your life will be strong and rich, and it will not matter how much money you have. Okay, money's a great thing, but it's only what it can get. And some of the things that you want in life can't be bought. They can be earned, they can be found. So much more than gold. Let me share with you that a lady once told me, a lady I respect a lot, that she felt the last verse in this song was one of the most profound statements of love she had ever heard. Very humbling experience. Here it is, So Much More Than Gold.
If there were words to tell you how deep my love runs true, I'd use them every day I could to say that I love you. There were nights when I had so much more than gold, and there were times when I never thought about growing old. If there were scenes to show you from the greatest movies known, they'd only show I love you, and that where you are is home. There were nights when I had so much more than gold, and there were times when I never thought about growing old. There were nights when I had so much more than gold, and there were times when I never thought about growing old. So listen to the music rustling in the leaves, and know it's my heart singing, captured by the breeze. Know that I will love you till the sun has gone from view, and I'll meet you on the other side to carry on with you. There were nights like these when I had so much more than gold, and there were times like these when I don't think about growing old. There were nights when I had so much more than gold,
Now, if you're watching this on the West Coast, it's extremely important that you sit down. If you have a safety belt, very important that you put it on, because you're about to hear something that you've never heard before. It's never ever come in your lifetime, probably, and I'm really surprised that it's happening now, but it is. It's about to happen, and you're about to hear it. This is a love song. Now, that's not what makes this dangerous to people out there on the West Coast, but this is a very unique, unusual love song, because it's a love song to my wife.
Tina, in the stillness as we lay, our troubles drift away with you tonight. Tina, Tina, look into those eyes, but do they realize it's love tonight for Tina? You're my little princess. Look into these eyes, you've got to know where I might lead. But in and out the rounds, about all you'll ever know, and that's twice as much as me. So, Tina, in the quietness around, our love's the only sound in love tonight with Tina. You're my petty little princess. Look into these eyes, you got to know what life can be. Loving lights and rocket rides and walking in the parks and holding hands with me. So, Tina, years from now we'll say how we fell in love and stayed in love for life with Tina. I will be in love for life with Tina. Baby, I am so in love with you.
Every guy that ever fell in love went through this next song, all right? I know I did, and I can't blame you girls, because us guys, you know, we're you know, I know you're undependable, untrustworthy, and all of that. We always have ulterior motives and everything else. You girls have to be very, very careful, so you can't always just to show your feelings. But I want to share with you that I love this. Is a fun song to sing and to perform. It's called Falling in Love.
Tell me, does it show? Is there some way a guy can know she will stay or she will go? Could she be falling in love? Now I've often wondered if those eyes are whispers that she's realized I'm what she wanted all her life. Could she be falling in love? Well, every time I hear her say something in her special way, it lets me know she one day may be mine. Now I think of stories we have shared, dreams and secrets we have bared, and I see how much she really cares. Could she be falling in love? And no day goes by that I don't hear some little word, some little fear, sounds that say that she's already already mine. So if there is a way to know, I'll tell you one, you tell them all. I just got off the telephone and she's clearly falling in love. She knows she's falling in love. She's finally falling in love.
I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a lot of fun to build. A lot of fun to go back and listen to these songs again that I haven't heard in a while. I send you my very, very best. Remember to do something, even if it's a little thing, to make the world a better place to live in. Until we meet again,